Hello and welcome to Game Night with Bruxus. My name is Bruxus and I'm your host today. And what we're going to be doing today is Nimble Quest. This is a Steam game and it's available for $4.99. Just released December 6th of 2013. This is a pretty simple game. This harkens back to the old phone game Snake, in which you had a snake that you would just drive around your screen, trying not to hit itself or the wall, in which case that resulted in death. This takes an interesting spin on it, and honestly, I feel, it's worth $5. It's definitely a fun game. So let's just kind of get into it. Here's our couple options here. Obviously, see Nimble Quest right here. I have the options of Arena, Options, and Shop, and I can show you the options. They're very basic. You have the music and sound on, and your tutorial, which I've currently turned off. This just gives us, obviously, version information. All right, so we're going to get back to the shop and then we'll finish up with the arena. So let's just start with the main game. Now the main game, you start out with just a couple characters. You have Ulrich here, Merida, and Blaze. These are the ones you start with, and they're pretty self-explanatory. If you click here, it's going to give you a little bit of a backstory, plus about who he is. He can take a lot of hits. He attacks our slow, broad sweeps of his sword. So obviously close range, kind of an arcing attack, but he can take some hits. If we go to Merida here, Merida fires rapidly with the deadly bow. She's a little bit more lightly armored. The bow speed is pretty good, but it is more of a single direction shot. And then we have Blaze. Now Blaze is who I prefer. That's why you'll see so many more kills and the higher level with Blaze right now. Blaze kind of shoots off with very explosive, very high damage fireballs, and they kind of go out at an angle, and that's what I like about them. But Blaze can get hurt really quickly. And as you can see, I have some other guys here, and those get unlocked as we go, and then of course we go further down, we don't. There's a total of 16 people you can unlock. I have 7. So we're going to see Blaze right here is your kills. How many kills Blaze has accumulated over Blaze's career, which is 196. This is the level Blaze is, level 1 or 2. I don't know how you want to look at that, but basically star level. I don't have any stars on anybody but Blaze, in which you can also purchase them for gems. I have 15, obviously not enough to get to the 2nd star. I believe, and yet I have not verified this, but I believe if this bar does grow, and my assumption is once that gets to the very end, maybe you can get a star without paying for one. But it does grow very slowly. So let's just kind of get into it. I'm going to go ahead and play. This is your stage start screen. Just to go over things, obviously it's the name. This is the forest, the first forest apparently. Obviously there should be multiple. This is your army size. I currently have just Blaze, so I have 1 of 7. Now when you first start the game for the very first time, that would be 1 of 1 because you don't have anybody unlocked. You're only allowed to have 1 person in your army. As you play, you get to unlock those other levels, and so this is 1 of 7. I could be wrong, maybe you start with 1 of 3, but either way, as you unlock the stages and unlock heroes, this grows. This here is your coins. They're a premium style of currency in this game. Over here is your kills. Currently I have 0 because I'm just starting. However, I have racked up a total of 196. Is how much I've done in one sweep, one life, if you will. Here's your gems. Once again, this is how much you've done in 1 life. Obviously I have none, I'm just starting. Down here, we take a look at the different buffs that you're allowed to have. You can click on these. This will fast forward, allows you to skip the stage and add party members if they're available. But it does require these coin tokens. So like I said, it is the premium type of currency in the game. This will give you some extra life. This will increase the speed, which actually could be harmful. This gives you a shield, which is really nice. And this increases your attack speed. Now, these buffs here, I know for sure these 2 are available in-game as you're playing. I don't know why you'd ever buy them up front. You can also add a hero if you want to. Once again, it does cost coins. We're going to do none of that. We're going to play straight from the beginning. So we're just going to click on play. Now what you'll see here is you'll see Blaze walking around. If I do touch the wall at all, my game is over. If I run directly into an enemy, my game is over. I can get hit by enemies as you see there, and I have a life bar. If that life bar for my lead character, which is Blaze in this case, ever gets to 0, the game is over. So there's a lot of ways to lose. However, those potions right there can give me my life back. As you see, as I kill things, heroes are showing up. This is not typical. When you first start off the game, when you first start off the game, you'll only unlock the one character that you have for that level. So you'll start out with just 1 or 2 or 3 characters the first level, then you'll gain 4 in the next. I could possibly get all of my 7 right here. At the very top, you'll see on the top right, you'll see a kill total of how I'm doing, also a gem total of how I'm doing. And the very top center, you see a bar that's about to be filled. That is your progress bar. Once that's filled, you are done and the game is, or the level is over. That progress bar fills by kills. So the more you kill, the quicker you kill, the faster you go on to the next stage. And you'll see here, this is the next stage. It's the first graveyard level you'll play. As you now see, I have 4 characters. You do take your living characters with you. Now in this game, unlike the Snake game, your other characters in the back can die. They can die from hit points. If they get killed by attacks, they will just disappear, which then you can of course get them again if a hero drops off one of the enemies that you kill. Alright, so it's kind of the basic. Let's play another one and get maybe more specifics here. The gravestones will act as a wall and they will kill me. So this is a red gem, it's worth 10, the blues are 5s, and the greens are worth 1. So greens you can kind of let slide if you really don't need them, but the red you definitely want to grab, especially if you're looking for money. You'll notice each hero has a different style of attack, a different direction, different power, also different armor. This is a bomb, it'll just blow stuff up. So it really is important with who you get. Sometimes you'll kind of get stuck with only getting warriors, which really makes it hard. Because you have to be close to do that without running into the group. Oh, that was very close. If he had touched me, I think I would have died and the game would have been over. There's a magnet. This is going to allow me to bring all the items I get right to me. Of course, I was right standing alone, so I don't count. There's a bubble screen. What this shield does is allow me to take hits without dying. And this is, of course, treasure chest, which opens up a bunch of gems. One of the tricks of this game that it takes a minute to figure out is you cannot turn directly around. Everything has to be done at a 90-degree angle. So when you make a turn, if you want to turn directly around, you have to turn right, then right again to do 180, and of course right again if you're turning in a circle. There is no directly back. And believe me, you try to do it a lot. Alright, kill this bat and we should be done with this level. At the end of the level, obviously you see, you get a bonus. You'll usually be able to pick them all up before the time runs out. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to go into the sewers. Once again, total's going up there. I keep all my guys who are still alive, and we'll play in the sewers. The difficulty with the conga line getting longer is that you're a larger target. Now, you won't die if your other people die in your conga line. Just your main leader is the only one that you have to worry about for the game over. However, you will lose them, and when you lose them, of course, you lose their powers, and thereby making it harder to kill the enemies as they go through. And as we play, as you see there, I did not kill. I was hoping that shot would go forward. It's not. He shot the other bat instead, and so I ran smack into it. Anytime you hit an enemy or wall with your lead character, your game will be over, and you start from the very beginning, unless you want to pay 1 coin to retry the stage. I don't wish to pay 1 coin in this case, so I'm not going to do that, but it's going to give me where I was. I had 53 kills, my best was 196, 725 gems, my best was 1,131. So if I click the shop now, this will take me to the shop where I can spend my gems. Now, I've already bought upgrades, as you can see, so I have no gems I can actually spend. And the nice thing is, it will tell you in that screen, that game over screen, it'll tell you if you have the ability to buy something in the shop. It will put a number up there of how many items are available for you to buy. All these do is increase the power or duration of the item. In this case, you increase the gems in the chest. You increase how much the potion can heal you, how long your attack speed goes on, how long your magnet stays on, how big the bomb blast is, how strong your shield can take before it goes away, how long you freeze people with the ice shield, and of course you can always buy a token. Like I said, it is the premium form of cash in the game. So we're going to go ahead and click back. One of the other things, as you can remember, is that you can use those as well right here to level up your characters. So you cannot buy them, you still have to unlock them, but you can upgrade them through this system. However, it is very expensive, as you can see. So now let's take a look at what the arena offers. This is the arena. The arena is this game's version of multiplayer. Now, what this is means you don't actually play with or against anybody directly. You're playing against, as a guild, against everybody else and just trying to maintain a higher score. As you can see, I've created my own guild here, and I'm the only one fighting for it, so it's obviously a lot harder. But if you were to join this guild and you were to play in the arena, together we would be racking a score up and trying to get into the top 10. As you can see, I'm 1,450 in the world, which is in essence last place. I only have 12 kills. However, it has not updated yet because I had just done this previously to the recording, and I have 3 hours left to get a higher score and see where I rank. This, from my understanding, can take up to an hour and a half to upgrade, so we're not going to wait for that. Here I can change guilds, which I could say, hey, I want to be part of, the top 10 guild here, Touch Arcade, and this is where I would be. But just, so if I want to get in the top 10, I know I at least have to get 1357. That most likely will not happen, but it's kind of good to know where you have to go. So if we go back, here we are. I'm going to go ahead and enter the arena. Now it's going to say, who do you want to take with you? And I can only take Blaze. I'm not sure why. It may be the fact that I have to level Blaze up a certain amount or has a certain amount of kills. I do not know for sure on why, when I obviously have some unlocked, but I can't change them at all. So that's something that maybe in a later video, or if you have a direct question, put in the comments and I will get that answer for you. So when you go to choose the arena, it's going to ask you to pay one premium token, and that's what this is here. Now, that's not such a big deal unless you want to do it a lot, in which case you will have to buy the premium tokens. But as you saw in the shop, I can buy premium tokens with gems, and 740 gems. I mean, honestly, guys, I did not collect a lot of gems. I usually can walk out of there with over thousands, and I got carried away with describing things and ran into a bat. But, so you can buy those gems that way. I'm sure there's probably an outside source that, if there isn't, I'm sure there had one, that you could buy gems, or buy, I'm sorry, not gems, but coins. You can also get coins. They do sometimes show up as drops, rarely, that you can get off the enemies when you kill them. So I'm going to say go ahead and fight. And what you'll see here is just the exact same startup screen we had before. Really nothing different, obviously, except the score totals are a little bit different. And you don't have the different buffs. You have a limited number, and they're letting you know blue gems are worth 5, green gems here. We'll hit play, and this is, I'm already getting my butt kicked. Alright, grab some heroes, makes things a little bit easier. This is all this is. You're just going to run around, you're going to fight and fight and fight. You're trying to get as many kills as possible. Gems are also helpful. The trick here is, because I use Blaze, Blaze is very weak to damage, and I have to try to get him out of the way when someone shoots at me, because once Blaze goes, it's game over. Alright, and I'm using my auxiliary guys to hopefully do most of the damage. Now if I lose them, no big deal, I can get them again if they drop. But if I lose Blaze, my lead character, I'm not going to be able to continue. So I've already done better than I did last time. I was playing this before the recording, so as you can see, this is pretty much what it is. You'll see there's no progress bar at the top. Appears to be no end. And this is where you gotta have a little bit of a technique on things. You do want to be able to turn really quickly so your lead character does not take the damage. And you'd rather have your secondary characters get hit. That was dumb. I almost ran right smack in front. Oh, and I did it again. Now, here's a potion, which will be helpful. Don't run into your own guys like I just did there. You will kill them. Which is what kind of makes it a little bit harder. As your army grows, you have to take wider turns. Oh, and I was trying to turn, and as I described earlier, I went to hit back to turn 180 degrees, which of course does not work. But I did get a new record, yay me, 35 kills with 336 gems. And as you can see, like I said, it does prompt you, hey, you can buy something in the shop. So I have the option to pick up 4 things because I've hit the 750. 1, 2, 3, 4, or I can spend 1,000 to buy 1 token. As you can see, it looks like this would be a limited ability. I'm not sure if it is or not. So I'll increase my Bomb Blast. Bomb Blasts are fun. Alright, you can see I went down there. I'll go ahead and hit back. Alright, well guys, that is Nimble Quest. And this is all that I have to show you today. Once again, Nimble Quest is available on Steam for $4.99. It just became available on December 6, 2013. It's a cute little game, easily worth $5. It's just one of those games you can continue to play, you continue to get better at, and you can learn new strategies and find new things as they come. Highly recommend it, and that's it. You guys have fun, play fair, and God be with you.